Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over Natural History Pack 3. Came out yesterday, and we're going to go through them one by one. We're going to start with Dinosaur Dynasty, and I will do timestamps in the comments so that you guys have a section if you want to jump to different tables. But that'll give us an opportunity to check them out, see where things are at. Dinosaur Dynasty 2. Dinos and reptiles and marine based. So take a look at this. First of all, I want to say Magic Pixel games traditionally have always had multiple levels of flippers. These only have 2. There's a safe zone over here on the right for the most part. If anything kind of comes over to the right, it's going to drain nice and easy to the center. A triple flipper or triple spinner, which is very unique. So we'll just give it a go. We've seen some gameplay of this online so far. I wanted to give it a little extra time to play the games a little bit and get a better feel for them before I did anything. And of course we also had Sorcerer's Lair and Wild West Rampage that came out yesterday, so I wanted to give some time to those as well. So still got bouncy physics, we're dealing with that. But man, they feel pretty good. They are true 4K. They still have a center post. It's very Magic Pixel. But it seems that they have definitely been listening to feedback. We do see less flippers. The music themes seem a little better. The callouts seem to be pretty good on all these tables. This is actually the one I feel like is the weakest on the callouts. They kind of do that fake accent where there's dinosaurs. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. So to get to a start mode with this one, you have to throw it through the right side of the spinner flipper, or this triple spinner. That side of it, you have to spin a certain number of times to be able to actuate it. So kind of a different table. It's unique. It's different. It's a little small, but it's open. Like it's not super cramped, which is kind of nice. A lot of these Magic Pixel tables have been very busy, especially the deluxe tables, which we just found out a little while ago that we're going to have a lot more of those deluxe tables coming with more themes that we already know. It's somewhat disappointing. Lots of Zen tables on the way, and some original AtGames tables too. So we'll see what happens with those.
Bonus times 2. Ramp combo times 2.
Alright, check that out. So that is one of the special features. It's basically a way to multi-ball. And so we're going to try to put this in the Mosasaur's mouth. If I can ever control the ball. Chomp. A little bit of cheesy animation, but it works. It's cool. If you didn't see it coming, you were pretty excited about it. It's pretty awesome. There's a little bit of confusion as to why there's what appears to be a Spinosaurus at the top here, being since he's not a marine dinosaur or reptile. But either way, why not fill out the table, right, with something that makes sense? So dinosaurs makes perfect sense. Is that going to do an auto plunge? It does, so that's good to know. Again, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I wasn't a huge fan of the Dinosaur Dynasty, the first version, so that one was incredibly busy. It had a lot of flippers. So, as it was, you know, it was what it was, but had some cool stuff to it. We're on ball 3 already, so we'll be going through these pretty quick. I don't want to spend a ton of time on them, but I do want to show them just enough to be able to get some features, so that you can see some of the features happening. Obviously, the Mosasaur was coming out of the water was the feature that I wanted to show you initially on this one for sure. We'll see if we can't get some A mode or something going here. Do some slat flips, try to get. So we got the beast bonus going on here. Now we just have to shoot this capture hole on the right hand side to actually accept that. a little bit further down the flipper. Looks like about 3/4. I'll try to capture this. I might be able to backhand it. Nope. There we go. So that gives us a beast bonus. And we got multi-ball out of it too. So there we go. It is only a 2-ball multi-ball. There is an option for a 3-ball multi-ball as well, depending on how you play that up. I find 2-ball multi-balls to be a little easier to handle a lot of times, so. And if you get really good, you can actually hold the ball on one of the flippers and just play a lot of the shots with the other flipper. So that can be a thing. Ooh, lost that one. That's a bummer. That one could have been lost for sure. Bonus times 2. Just the voices are crazy on these things. But they're not as bad as some of the Dr. Seuss ones. That was the biggest ones that hit dropping flash targets. They were really bad voices on those. So, at any rate, these themes are a lot better. The Dr. Seuss ones are supposed to be whimsical and all that. So, they are what they are. So now we're in a mode again. We're going to hit the flashing ramp, which appears to be the one on the left, which I just missed. Come on now. Kick that out. There we go. Whoops. No, tried to capture it. I did have a ball save, luckily, which are always very important on Magic Pixel games. And I did it again. God darn it. Okay. So that's game over on Dinosaur Dynasty 2. So that gives you a little bit of idea what that game's like, what you think of it. 21 million is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, we'll jump to the next one. Which is, let's see here, where are we at? Obviously Sorcerer's Lair, which came out yesterday as well. Insect World, here we are. Okay, Insect World. This one's all about bugs, obviously, bugs and spiders and beetles and different things. The table's pretty busy, but it still doesn't have a bunch of flippers, which is great. So that's what we're looking at, right? So obviously, very beautiful table. Lighting wise, all of these tables have really nice lighting. It's dynamic. They are 4K, which we mentioned. Obviously, you see bugs flying around and butterflies and stuff. That's very cool. Very weird on this one. When you plunge, it goes right into the beetle capture hole, which I think is a little strange, but
all around you. Get ready to step into these.
it is what it is.
Insects.
The one time I say that, it doesn't do that, so that's funny.
Bug combo.
Obviously, bug combos and quite a few different types of bugs are around the table, and as you populate those, you unlock the modes associated with those. So ants and flies and spiders, beetles, wasps. There's also modes here in the middle. There's centipede and black widow, caterpillar, scorpion. Pretty easy to get into a multi-ball for this one, at least the wasp multi-ball. You can just use this left flipper and throw it into that wasp capture hole multiple times. That's one easy way to do it. This one I think has lots of potential to be really, really good. It's got all kinds of cool sounds. The music's pretty good. Not super catchy. It's not Polar Expedition catchy. Like that one has just music just slaps in that one, if that's a thing. Just gets caught in your head. You finish that game and you're still bopping to the music after the fact. It's kind of wild. Magic Pixel still has these tough shots that are on the very tip of the flipper. So that's still a thing. So if that was a problem before, you may want to consider that. Like, that's kind of one of those shots pretty late on the flipper edge. Do that a few times and see if we can't get into the multi-ball. Just missed it.
Spider lock is ball combo.
Ah, it's a little fast.
Ball combo.
So you see the what looks like a dung beetle or spider actually comes and steals the ball, which is kind of cool. There we go. There's a wasp who's going to steal the ball. Go take it up to the hive, which is pretty cool. And here we go.
The hive is buzzing.
You see all kinds of wasps start flying around the table. You notice, obviously, lighting made quite a shift after that took place. So it's much darker on the table.
Back reward. A buzzing bonus. Bonus times 2. Kickback.
Oof, lost that one. I do have a ball save going though, so hopefully we can kind of keep maintaining that for a little bit. Oof.
Do not move.
You kind of throw it around those orbits, get some combos going that way. Oh, and I think that's it. Yep, that's the end of the multi-ball.
Kickback is active. Ball combo.
This is not my favorite. I will admit that.
Kickback is active.
It has potential. I know a lot of people could probably score a ton of points on this, just the way everything's set up. And if it's that easy to get into a multi-ball, I could see that being something that people just grind, and you just multi-ball, multi-ball, multi-ball. So, especially since it kicks it out directly to that left flipper. I mean, that's a very repeatable shot, and if somebody's pretty good, they can just keep doing it again and again and again.
Combo.
Aw.
Ball save. Do not move. Kickback reward. Ball combo.
If you have a kid who loves insects and critters and things like that, they will love this table. I mean, very cool table. Obviously original, which is very nice. Beautiful table with that. Back glass is very, very pretty. That's where that kickback or that plunge goes right into the capture hole, which seems a little strange to me.
A buzzing bonus.
But hey, what the hell, right? The only real risk of losing the ball here is really when it comes down the orbits. It seems to be pretty reasonable to keep into play.
Combo.
But those shots there where they come down the orbits seem to be pretty right on the edge there, so there it is. Okay, that's the insect world. Again, not necessarily a great score, but that's okay. Next we'll go to Nature's Fury, which I believe I passed. There it is, Nature's Fury. This one's all about tornadoes and hurricanes and severe storms, such like that. So, pretty cool theme. When I looked at the original artwork for the table, I didn't necessarily think there was much to it, but there's a lot more to it than it appears. So, that's really cool.
We have a critical alert for a rapidly intensifying storm system.
Kind of has a weatherman vibe where they're announcing storms and saying that there's bad storm fronts coming and to shelter in place and get to the basement kind of thing. Pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna lose that one right off the bat. Jeez, oh Pete. Ball 2, it's got to be better than that. And if we have to, we'll play a couple games of this just to be sure. I mean, like I said, I'll timestamp these so that you can jump around a little bit. If there's a particular table that you care about, there'll be all kinds of gameplay out there for this now. But I just want to give you guys a feel for the tables.
The waters rise.
And this is how you lock a ball.
Ball 1 is locked.
start multi-ball, and you see that actually happens. Sometimes it's just pretty funny.
Storm is near.
And then to start the mode, you want to hit these 4 drop targets in the middle here, the fire ones. You can see it has like these waves, which are kind of weird on the table. They're animated, sometimes they're blue down here by the kickbacks to push your ball out, which is interesting. You'll also see them on the table as like red, be like a, I don't know, maybe a lava flow, I guess, or something like that. And I'm gonna try to go for the multi-ball this time. There we go. Very tough the way they fall to capture all 3 of them. Luckily, you have a ball save, at least initially. Oh, jeez.
Ball save. Close call.
There you see one of those lava waves. I would assume it's a lava wave as opposed to a fire wave, if that makes any sense.
Hurricane duck. Thunder jackpot. Boom goes the sky. Tsunami jackpot. Power unleashed.
Okay, so now we got start mode option. I'm gonna throw it down there. Severe storm, so this is pretty cool.
Hit the flashing ramp.
You wanna hit the ramps 5 times, but the trick is, see this? Lightning bolts now attack your ball, and it shocks it, and it kills the momentum of the ball, and it can be absolutely disorienting, either going up a ramp, or you're just about to get it on the flipper, and then zap, it hits the flipper. Pretty awesome. I completed that mode incredibly easily, so that was nice to see. So we can see if we can get into the next mode here. That would be awesome to show. Ah, all of that was on the, that was the second ball. I thought it was the third. This is just the multi-ball draining. This has to be filled per ball, so don't let that scare you. There's one of those lava flows again. Animations are not great, but you get the idea, right? I did have a couple of glitches on this. I had a fire wave capture my ball and steal it, and it went underneath the table. You could hear it rolling around. And I also had one where I just completely crashed the first day. I had about 92 million, and it just died. That just barely got saved.
Hold your ground.
So, all right, so we get into this mode. So now we're in earthquake.
Big one. Hit the orbits 5 times.
So you'll now I'm gonna hit the orbits, but now the trick is the table actually shakes and it's affecting the ball. It's not just a visual thing; it's actually affecting the ball. Come on, we're gonna lose the ball. That's a bummer.
You fought the forces of nature, but in the end, the elements prevail.
This is another one where they do go in order. So, which is kind of like one of the Dr. Seuss tables.
Emergency alert. A powerful storm front is moving in.
So there you go. You get some call-outs. Pretty cool. I plunged a little less that time to make sure that I get one of those drop targets. Oh, seriously.
Ball save. Close call.
And I know I'm playing this one again, but I want to give you just a little more of an understanding. Obviously, the severe storm strike is pretty awesome. This could be a short one anyway, by the looks of it, so.
Storm reward is lit.
I expect that as this goes into the other modes, we'll have tornadoes, volcanic eruptions. They're really going to go all out on this. Seems to be only the 4 modes,
Ball 1.
but hey, they look really awesome too. So, been high praise out there for this one since release. So, been pretty awesome to see. Ooh, that's ball 2 already. That'll drain. Yep. Okay, and with that, we'll kick out. You got a little bit of a feel for that one. You don't want to see me go through the same thing again. All right, so the last one is the World of Microbes. World of Microbes. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Love the theming. This would not have gone over very well a few years ago with COVID-19. But man, it looks really awesome to see the bacteria kind of bopping around. You have 6 main modes here, which are different types of bacteria. Helicobacter pylori, which is your for ulcers. That's what that is. Staphylococcus, varicella zoster, influenza, cholera, and of course salmonella, which are all really important. This little playfield is actually really cool. It's the only one that has additional flippers, which is pretty strange for these packs. And to make that shot, you have to kind of go up and you kind of loop it along this wall to get up there, which is pretty cool. Something different. So, at any rate, we'll take a look at it. It's kind of a risk reward here with the drop targets being right in front of the middle, but it's not a completely closed table, so it's got some cool shots to it. The tricky thing with this one is that every ball resets all of the targets. So every time you're going for 2 or microbes or germs or any of those things, it resets every single time. So if you played Egypt on Natural History Pack 2, it's kind of like that, where every ball has its own, every ball is so important to the scoring. And yes, I've already lost a ball. Terrible.
Probiotic level 1. Lactobacillus.
This is a very repeatable shot, this microbe shot. And the thing is, there's no orbit on the right side, so you're kind of restricted to do everything with the left flipper for the right flipper for the most part, other than these shots here. I wouldn't say it's a limitation, but it's certainly something to consider. We'll try to get into one of these modes here too.
Bonus ×2.
The modes are quite cool. This is an example of that extra playfield. There's probably a good way to score a lot of points there if you can find a way to get that ball to stay up there. And I think there will be. There'll be. I expect this table to jump to the millions and billions pretty quickly, just because of exploits like that, or I believe there to be an exploit. And there you go. I just got 10 million on the drop targets, which is awesome. It is a risk reward kind of a thing, because they are right there. The I and the N on the far right of the drop targets are really. These can, if you shoot them from the left side, it can really drain that ball pretty easily, so you gotta be careful. I've been ahead more like backhanding them, but not everybody agrees with me. Sadly, all those targets reset now because I lost the ball. So I'm gonna try to go for germ because it's 4 letters, and I kind of want to show you what happens there. Filling up the gene drop rollovers there 3 or 4 times will get you multipliers. Microbes. We're gonna go just a little bit further. Oh, come on. That is game over already. So we'll do another one of those. I want to get to show you one of those. Do you see the drastic lighting change when that happened? It's pretty wild. You don't really notice it when you're playing, and then you see that kick over, swap over changes. Pretty awesome. I think if you nudge a lot in there, and I think you could possibly keep that on the right flipper, and you could make some serious points in that upper playfield. See if I can't get germ. There we go.
Level 2. Bacteria.
Just trying to get it to multiply there. Slow down. Be a little more careful here to see if I can't get what I want to show you here. Still missed it. I'm good at hitting microbes. There you go. That's germ. That's not even going to count. That's the way to get into this. You have to kind of, you throw it really far down the left flipper or the right flipper when it's coming around. And that gets you rolls it right along the wall. That's a good example of what you have to do in here. If you can just kind of keep that ball going, You don't want it to roll out like that, but man, I wish I could hit that germ. There we go, got it. 2 more times and I can show you that with any luck. Let's see if I can't get it caught. Nope. It's tough to feed the right flipper on this because, like I said, there's no orbit to get it there, so you kind of have to feed it in a different way. Take a riskier shot. There we go. That's germ. The R.
Probiotic level 3. Streptococcus.
Oh, come on. So close. Get there. Okay. Oh. So sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this down there to show you. Settle down. I'm not gonna do a tomato grass and try to do a post pass or anything because I do not have much success with those. Oh.
Ball save. Times 3.
There we go. Settled it down. There, that's germ. Okay. So we get the germ award. Come on now.
Ball save split.
Oh.
Ball save. Do not move.
Oh, lost the ball. So I know you see a little bit of the germs moving around and viruses and stuff along the top edge here, but when you get into some of these modes, you'll actually see them like large pieces of germs or Helicobacter pylori and stuff like that actually moving around the table. And so that's a digital feature that you couldn't see in a physical table, not in the same manner anyway. But it's just another thing that adds a little something to the digital pinball realm. So there's basically 3 targets will float around, and they look like the bacteria that they are. So they each have a unique look and feel to them. It's pretty cool. This particular table I really like. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's super pretty. Music's nothing crazy. You see the scientists standing here. I'm kind of bummed that it's every ball as opposed to something that would build on itself, but at the same time, adds to the challenge. Makes it a little different table. Egypt was really cool in that way. You only needed 1 ball to do really well, and so it forced you to continue playing even if you weren't particularly good on your first couple. Tough shot over there. Pretty safe over there on the right hand side, which is pretty nice. There we go. Oh.
3 million.
Center post. I know a lot of people don't like it. I'm not a fan either, but you know, you get used to it. It has its purpose for sure. No, Gene.
Bonus times 2.
Settle down, ball. Nope, not gonna get that one back. Okay, so that's World of Microbes. So that is all of them. Natural History Pack 3. I think this table, I was able to get this on sale for $28. I purchased all of my tables, so this is not something I get from AtGames or anything like that. I'm paying for all of these. This is the best of the 3 so far. I will say that without a doubt. The other tables are very busy. I particularly liked Exoplanets, but a lot of people did not like that table. It is a very difficult table. Natural History Pack 2. None of the tables really stuck out as being a wonderful table. I like Deep Ocean. Again, I'm in the minority though. A lot of people didn't like Deep Ocean because it has, again, upper playfields, lots of extra flippers, things like that. Africa, I was not a fan of. Egypt was pretty good, and I don't know, just they didn't really resonate with the fans for the most part. But I hope these tables, this look at these tables, give you an idea what you're willing to expect here, and I think they're definitely worth the price of admission. They are a lot pricier than the Zen tables, and I know that, so it's a tougher sell for sure. They're going for about $8.75 per table at full price at $35 on the 4K. On the HD, they're absolutely worth it. Without these tables on the HD, I would be much more upset with the lineup, the Zachariah tables and such. Gottlieb tables I know are pretty good, but these tables add a lot of value to the HD. And on the 4K, they're just beautiful. You can see this slowly changing as we've been talking, and just beautiful tables. I'd like to see more of them. We just got to look at the outlook for 2025 with some of the new HD tables coming. Sadly, they're mostly deluxe tables of IPs that we already have, that they've done remakes and stuff of. So there is some primal cultures or primal creatures and things like that. There's some AtGames originals, so we'll see what they bring out. But at any rate, that was a look at these tables, and hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in the content or want to see more. We're looking good until the 31st to have Sea of Thieves. That'll be the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.